staying single and relationships if you're not going to be single. The reason I said stay single, if you're getting into this as a single person, is because there's so much to get adjusted to, and there's so much unpredictability, and you don't even know enough. If you're a new driver, you don't even know enough to communicate to your significant other in a way that you cover all the bases. For instance, if the thought is you want to get home on Friday, first of all, you need to make sure you let the person, dispatcher, know 2 weeks in advance if it's actual scheduled home time, and not 2 days in advance. You can't tell your significant other, I'm going to be home in 2 weeks, and wait until the same week, 3-4 days prior, to let your dispatcher know. It's not going to, it probably won't work like that. They need time to be able to make sure that they can have you ready to pick up a load that's going to the house in enough time for you to get there by that date. So if you let them know at the last minute, I mean, you know, you might be somewhere where there's no freight going in that direction. So it's logistically, that's not going to work in many cases. So you got to let them know early. But the other thing is, freight is no guarantee. There might be a load that he booked early in advance to get you back, and a load to get down there. So in other words, the week might be planned out in advance in order to make it happen. But because it's planned in advance, somebody might come and snatch that load, or they might give that load away that's taking you to the house. So anyway, the load might be canceled at the end of the day for one reason or another. Dispatch don't know why the load is canceled. People tell them anything or nothing. But the load could be canceled to take you to the house. There's no guarantee that another one could be found. And if you're 1,000 miles away, they're not going to deadhead you to the house. So you may or may not make it. So when you say I'm going to be home, you got to help the person at home understand that the plan is to get home. In trucking, there is no guarantee things come up. Because if you just say, well, it don't look like I'm going to make it, and you don't know how to explain why you're not going to make it, then your significant other may or may not believe you. Depends on y'all's relationship and what's transpired in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? If the trust is high, well, then you're good. If y'all already had issues, that definitely wouldn't help. So that's one aspect. Just it's better for you if you know more about how trucking operates, how the company you're at operates, how proficient is the dispatcher, how much freight do they have access to. A large company, they should have plenty of freight, but guess what? A large company may or may not have a person that you're dealing with that actually cares about the driver or is competent at dispatching. I mean, it's just all the moving part. That's why once you're there a while, then you got a better idea of what to expect as far as people following through on plans. The other thing is a relationship requires nurturing. Well, back to the home time thing. Now, obviously, a couple of those go down, or if you're out for longer than you had anticipated because the recruiter done told you a lie about how often you can get home, then that's going to be a problem, a strain on the relationship. If y'all not used to being apart, or either of you has the type of personality that requires a more frequent visit with each other, you know, then that time apart, it's going to take a lot of adjustment. Some people can adjust and some can't. For instance, if your significant other isn't one of an independent mind, instead of being easily influenced by the people around her yapping in her ear about why you hadn't been home, or why you're not answering the phone, or, you know, all of this stuff, or what you probably doing on the road, because a lot of the general public has their own perspective judgment about who truckers are and what they do when they're out on the road. If your significant other is easily influenced, that's obviously that's going to be a problem. So, you know, if you find that you always choose a partner that it's hard to get, you know, that y'all always got problems in a relationship, it's probably the criteria that you use in choosing. But if you haven't fixed that, then you don't want to be out here choosing somebody or dealing with somebody, and you know you're gonna have problems in a relationship for one reason or another. You need to work on. I got other videos for that, but when it comes to choosing a partner, you need to have some boundaries. You need to think about what you want. So you know what you want in a partner, then there's some characteristics and traits that you should be looking for, and that's going to help you choose somebody that's compatible for who you are and what you do and lifestyle. But anyway, so now another reason you want to stay single is just your ability to focus. You know, you want to focus on learning as much as you can learn about the trucking industry, about the trucking game. You want to figure out, you want to make sure you get to where you're going on time and well rested, and you're on the highway dealing with traffic, negotiating traffic, and looking for the shipper and receiver and interpreting the directions. And you want to be doing that with a clear mind, paying attention, pleasant attitude, dealing with people, dispatcher, not mad because the argument you just had or the disagreement you just had, or you being frustrated because the person don't understand what you're trying to explain about why you can't get home more often, or this, that, the other, or why there's not enough money. That's another factor. Might as well get into that right now. Is that the pay may not even be what you expected, because you could have been lied to about that, especially if you can't do a free program. And so now your significant other, you know, maybe you was going to help out on this, that, the other, but your money ain't what you thought it was. So now all of a sudden you have to change your plans on helping out, because you don't have what you thought you was going to have in order to take care of what you need to take care of. You got to take care of yourself first. It's a trap that some guys fall into. I definitely extended myself too far in the early stages of the game and couldn't make the moves that I wanted to make. You know, trying to help too many other people handle their situations and wasn't properly positioned to be able to withstand all of that if it didn't pan out right. Oh, that guy moved his truck, man. I thought he was still behind me. He moved. Yeah, he moved. So it is 6:12. See all this stuff here on the right? I want to pull up far enough so other trucks can get here, but I want to be far enough from those pallets so that I can swing my door open. When I come back out of the office, I go straight to the door, swing the doors open. That eliminates a step, of course. It ain't that big of a deal, but why not? Let's start thinking that way now, so that the same type of thinking applies in other situations. How can you do things in a more efficient manner, especially when it takes nothing away, you know, from anything else? All right, let me get up in here.